What's going on, everyone? Before we tune into this week's episode of Unscripted, I want to introduce my guest. My guest this week is Vernon Adams JR. Now, you may know that name. Chances are you've probably seen him at the University of Oregon when he was a Duck, doing work there. But I bet you didn't know that he actually went to Eastern Washington before. You need to go back and check out his tapes and go back and check out his Oregon tapes. Man, you will see a transformation, but ultimately you will see the same dynamic player. Vernon wears his emotions on the sleeves. He's got a swag to him, but that probably comes from, being born in Pasadena, California. That California swag just comes out. But in this episode, we talk about his transition from high school to university to the pros, some of the mistakes he made, some of the things that he had to overcome, some of the things that he held in his heart that helped him become a better athlete on the field. In 2019, with the Montreal Alouettes, it seemed like things started to come together for him. As the starting quarterback, he helped them get back into the playoffs after missing it for a couple of years. But also, man, he was also the co-leader in rushing touchdowns in 2019. So not only was my man throwing darts, throwing bombs, throwing the thing across the field, but he was also rushing for it at the same capacity. I think the word dynamic alone doesn't do him justice. We talk about so many different things in this interview, including all the work that he does in the community. This is a man who truly, truly, truly gives back and makes a conscious decision that no matter where he is, no matter what he's doing, he's going to find a way to give back to his community. Look, this is an episode I believe you'll enjoy. You'll get to know Vernon a little bit better. So without further ado, enjoy this week's episode of Unscripted with Vernon Adams Jr. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Unscripted. I'm your host, Akeem Haynes, and today I got a special guest on deck, man. The starting quarterback for the Montreal Alouettes, Vernon Adams Jr. What's going on, man?
Yes, sir. What's up, brother? Thanks for having me, man.
Man, I wanted to share a quick story before we even start, man. You when I spent some time in camp with Hamilton, man, you was a dude that one was always jamming music, but you was also a very cerebral guy. Like there's a certain way that you went about your business. And I remember we're doing practice and, you were saying, man, you're going too fast, man. You got to slow it down. You're going too fast. You got to slow it down. And, it's one thing to say that, but what I truly appreciated was after practice, you said, man, let's just go ahead and work on this a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So before we even start, I appreciate that about you.
Yeah.
But let's get into it, man. Like I said, when I got the opportunity, for a pass to cross, man, I could tell there was a certain internal chip on your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? And I'm wondering, where did that come from? Was it something that you grew up with? And tell me where you're from.
Definitely. So, yeah, I'm from Pasadena, California, born and raised there. And I would think, like, you're totally right. I've always had a chip on my shoulder. And I think it comes from my young Pop Warner days back in Pasadena. And with people just always saying that, I wasn't going to make it because I was too short or not fast enough or whatever. And, then I went to a private school away from Pasadena, 20 minutes away from Pasadena. So people in Pasadena, the community was kind of upset that I left to a different community to play football there. So they were really saying I wasn't going to make it. So that chip's kind of always been there. And then, that just kind of kept it with me going through college, being a smaller quarterback, 5'10", 95, undersized quarterback, they would call it. And, and I love it. I love it. I love the competition. I love the just to go out there and go get it and prove people wrong.
Yeah. So as a young athlete, man, especially, one of your caliber, did you feel like you excelled at football pretty early?
I felt like I was decent. I was always a top 5 player on the team. You know what I'm saying? And so, and so I just felt like I was doing pretty good. When you're young, you're kind of finding your ways. You're playing different positions at a young age, and you're finding your ways. And you get to high school, and you finally start. Okay, this is the position I want to be. And then high school, just always been a winner. Go back to look at all my records, like. I don't think, I didn't lose more than 2 or 3 games a season, maybe 2. Didn't lose more than 2 games a season. So it was like, just always been a winner. I left college, or I left high school, I think like 40-5 or something like that. So it was, just that chip, and then just always wanting to be great.
Man, I want to talk right there before we even get to the collegiate aspect of it, man. Like I said, you were a very cerebral guy. The way you attack certain things, like you always had a notepad with you, you had the iPad with you on deck. You're just a student of the game. In high school, man, since I'm a firm believer that, if you hear something enough times, eventually parts of you start to believe it. You were hearing, you're 5'11", you can't do this, you can't do that, man. How did you separate yourself in high school from the naysayers and from people saying stuff? And how did you fully stay locked in and invested and believe in yourself to say, look, I can do this?
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing is you got to keep your circle tight, just small, you know what I'm saying? And my circle is everybody in my family, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got your best friends, you got friends, but you never know, friends could be hating on you too, you know what I'm saying? So as long as you got your family, because your family's going to tell you right from wrong. My mom and my dad, they're going to tell me, nah, you shouldn't do this because of this, or you should do this because of this. And whatever my parents say, that's what I'm going by, because they think that's what's best for me. And they believed in me. They said, man, forget them, man. Forget them. We're going to do this. We're going to work hard. Nobody's going to see it, and we're going to make it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do it together. And so that's all that matters. And to this day, I went into my 4th season of playing CFL, but it's my first year actually starting. And, you know what I'm saying, it's starting to pay off for me. And my family stayed with me that whole time. You know what I'm saying? So people going to try to come and go during your success, during your failures. They're going to leave. During the success, here they come. You know what I'm saying? But I don't play that. I stick with who's been with me the whole time. You know what I'm saying? I can say, what's up? Hey, yeah, how you doing? How you doing? But nothing else. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sticking with, because that's all I am. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to be like that. No one has to be like that. It's just your circle is going to tell you right from wrong, and they're going to be with you from day one. So it's been my circle, my family, who's really been pushing me.
Tell me about a game in high school that stuck out to you, man, because, you people know you from Oregon, right? But people don't know you used to give people the business before you transferred there. And we're going to talk about that. But tell me about a game that was very memorable for you in high school.
Right. I think one that comes straight to my head right now is we were playing against Bishop of my senior year. We were both undefeated. They were 9-0. We were 9-0. It was a league championship game. They came to us. Our crowd sold out. It only held 8,000, but it was 12,000 there.
Jeez.
It was awesome. It was awesome. We won. It was 38-30 win. So we won by 8 points, and I threw 2 touchdowns and rush for 1, and played defense as well. I think I had an interception too. So it was it was good. It was fun.
Man, that's what people don't know about you, bro. They see you as just a quarterback, but you an athlete, man.
Mm-hmm.
You play both sides of the ball, and it's never I'm not going to do that. You just see a spot and opportunity, it'll be great, and you just going to take that, man. And I think that literally goes back to that chip you said you had on your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about the transition from high school to the collegiate aspect, the NCAA, I'm saying, people you see on TV, and, ultimately, if you're a football player trying to go, that's part of the plan. What was that process look like for you? Were you a top recruit? Were you still hearing these comments, and how did you decide what school to go to? And tell me what school you went to.
Right. So I wasn't a big recruit. I'm not even sure I had any stars, and I only had 2 offers, small schools, FCS schools, Portland State University and Eastern Washington University. In a way, I was kind of happy I didn't have a bunch of schools or a 5-star athlete, because I don't got to do the top 5, top 7, what all these kids are doing these days.
Yeah.
And it's just so hard. I feel like you got so many people trying to pull at you and get all this. You got to keep up with everything, and then you get to the school and you don't even do as good as you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So so I'm glad I had a small recruitment and did it like that. And initially I went to Portland State. I committed to Portland State because I'm from the city. Portland State's a big city, and everything I was used to. Eastern Washington is in the country. So I had never been to the country before. When I went my visit there, it was like just totally different. Cows, horses, all types of different stuff. You know, they're like Calgary.
Yeah.
Like it's cool
Yeah.
though. You know, so I love it now. You know, I'm glad I did that route. So like I said, I was committed to Portland State. Came back home. My dad was like, man, night before signing day, my dad was like, man, Eastern Washington just won the national championship. They've got Bo Levi Mitchell, you know what I'm saying, JC Sherrod, a bunch of guys who play in the CFL right now. And then Portland State they were 2-8, and they lost to Eastern Washington by 56 points. Like, why would you pick them over Eastern Washington? You know what I'm saying? He's like, I want you to be a winner. You've always been a winner. And so he kind of talked some sense in me, and you know, I went there, and that was the best decision for me to go there because, you know, went there, broke records, did everything we had to do, and it was just an awesome time. Like I said, it was something I wasn't used to going to the country, but I got to do things I've never done before, like just camping, hiking, whitewater rafting, hunting, just all these things I've never done before, and I got to experience. You know what I'm saying? So it was pretty fun.
Man, I really love that you said, you know, your dad came back and you guys had that conversation because, man, sometimes when, you know, we're in a position and, you know, we're feeling good because of the seasons that we had, you know, we kind of let our ego get to us, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, for the people listening to this, it's very important to have a good circle of counsel, man. But let's talk about ECU, man, because, man, the red field, right? Man, I saw your stats the other day, bro. What'd you throw for, like 55 TDs there and, you know, over 13,000 yards, man? But
that's 55 TDs in one season. But yeah.
You did your thing on the field, man, but I want to know, what were some of the biggest changes from the high school level to the collegiate level? And tell me what your everyday schedule looked like.
Right. They were big changes, you know what I'm saying? Going from high school to college, you got to be ready, you know what I'm saying? And you just got to be ready to manage your time better, you know what I'm saying? You don't have your parents there, your guardians there to wake you up and, hey, let's get ready for school. Let's go. Come on, brush your teeth. Come on, let's go. And you got to just know that, okay, I got to do it on my own now. I got to wake up at this time. This couple hours early, so I can brush my teeth, brush my hair, get dressed, get to school early, study a little, you know what I'm saying? And as an athlete, you know, our schedules are different, you know what I'm saying? We wake up, we got weights in the morning, 6 in the morning. After weights, we go to class, 3 or 4 classes from like 8 to 12, spread out. And then after that, you got film. You come in, you got film and meetings and stuff. After that, you got practice for 2 to 3 hours. After that, shower, you got study hall from 6 to 9. So it's really from 6 a.m. to 9 every single day, like Monday through Friday, for football, you know. So, and that's something you just have to be ready for, you know what I'm saying? Because there's times where you're going to be like, I'm not going to go to class today, but you can't let that keep getting to you, you know what I'm saying? You got to be mature enough and to get yourself up and put in your work and go get what you want to get. You know what I'm saying? What you came here to get, for whether it's that degree or the championship in your sport or becoming a doctor or whatever it is, you got to get up and go get it. And that's the biggest thing, just time management and maturing as a young adult.
Man, that's one of the things that I really try to stress whenever I go to speak to universities, you know, and they always ask, universities and high schools, they always ask, you know, what's that schedule like? And I said, man, you gotta, like, the schedule is going to expose you for your work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Because you really got to compartmentalize each and every aspect of your day and the time you're going to spend to it. You know what I'm saying? So from there, you had a successful career there, man. You know, what made you leave? Like, where did those thoughts come from? And now you're trying to decide again, is this the best move for me? So tell me a little bit about that experience.
Right. So, you know, after my redshirt junior year, we lost in the semifinals. And, you know, my high school coach reached out to me and he said, hey, I heard Marcus Mariota's leaving and Oregon wants you to come be their guy. I'm like, who? Eastern Oregon Junior College? Like, who are you talking about? He said, Oregon. I said, man, get off my phone, man. For the next 2 weeks, he's bothering me about it, bothering me. I mean, just hear what they got to say. Oh,
you wasn't even trying to hear it.
No, I didn't believe him. I'm like, no, they're not reaching out to me. You're reaching out to me. But it's a rule where they can't talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know at the time. So I finally get my permission to contact release, send it out to the Pac-12 and a few other schools. That same day, I had like 20 missed calls from like a bunch of different schools. I called the first number. It was Oregon. Boom, called them. Hey, Vernon, it's Coach Helfrich, head coach at Oregon. Da, da, da. Man, we love your film. We want you to come be our guy. We actually coming up there tomorrow to come see you.
So they made up their mind already.
Him and the head offense coordinator came and saw me the next day.
Yeah.
Like, came and they kind of sized me up. They were like, oh, you're shorter than I thought.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they were like, you know what I'm saying? So basically they came and I did my visit that weekend. And, you know, they went to go see my parents in California and everything. And so basically what my thought process was, I'm a 5'10" quarterback playing at a smaller school.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know the scouts know I can play, but they're probably saying he's doing it against a lower level of competition.
Mm-hmm.
What if I go to Oregon or anywhere else and then do it against them? Then I might get more of a shot. You know, they might, oh, shoot, he's 5'10", but hey, he can play against these guys. It's first rounders and stuff like that. So, you know, that was my thought process. And, you know, I went to Oregon and we had a great season. We had a pretty good season. You know what I'm saying? We were 9-3 and, you know what I'm saying? And I won every single game when I was healthy. And, yeah, just everything went well, just except for the NFL part, you know what I'm saying? And that was mainly on me. That wasn't on anyone else. That wasn't on the way I played or anything. It was because when I was supposed to be training for that draft time, I thought I had already made it. It was guys throwing me money left and right. I had bands in my pocket that I've never seen before. You know, coming from a $1,200 scholarship a month. Now this guy comes down, hey, let me buy 10 of your Oregon jerseys and some cleats, and I'll give you $40,000 cash. Boom. I'm like, okay, it's cash. It's a stack. I'm like, okay, cool.
Let me get that. Let me get that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not illegal. I'm done with school now. Everything. You know what I'm saying? So I was just out and I was traveling different places I've never been before. You know, I was going out. I was partying, thinking I already made it. I did enough at Oregon. I did enough at Eastern. You know, they're going to be good. I showed up to the combine. My body wasn't in shape. Nothing. Like, nothing. You know, so then after that, draft time comes around, I don't get drafted. And at the time, I was upset and things. But now that I'm older, I'm seeing what happened because I wasn't taking it serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, guys are only going to get better when you get to the pros. If you get worse, you're getting replaced. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I didn't understand that. You know what I'm saying? I was in the CFL. I got traded 3 times my first 3 years because I wasn't taking things seriously. I wasn't coming in first, leaving last. I wasn't watching film. I wasn't doing – every time I got on the field, I would just kind of make a play here and there, but I wasn't consistent. I wasn't making plays every single time. I was here and there, make a play, next play, pick, here, play. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I had to go to a few different quarterback rooms to learn from these greats, from future Hall of Famers, and for me to, you know, get my mind right. And so now today, I also go to the NFL draft today, I guarantee I'll be getting drafted. You know what I'm saying?
Different story.
Whole different story. My mental, my body, everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's just something I had to learn. I didn't really have no one, you know, growing up teaching me how to be a pro. You know, I'm from the hood, you know what I'm saying, where that's all we know. We know sports or gangs. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. That's all we know. And my boys that know gangs, they know gangs. And the guys that know sports, we go as far as we can till, you know, whatever. So, yeah, so that's it.
Man, you know, I think literally what you just said is a lot of things that, you know, young and up and coming athletes need to hear, but also just people in general, man. You know, the moment that you think you got it figured out, life is going to say, okay, you know, no, you don't. You know what I'm saying? Life is always going to teach you a lesson. It just, are you going to get it right away, or is it going to take you some time to go get it? You know, I want to talk about, you know, your first year or two in the league, man, because, you know, now you're coming in to the CFL. It's a little colder. A lot of shifts is happening. You know what I'm saying? You got to, you know, bank accounts are different. Canadian money and American money is two different currencies. But in your first couple of years, man, how did you handle that? Was there somebody to help, you know, kind of show you the ropes? Because, you know, in track and field, you know, the OGs aren't always helping you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not always, if you ask, but they're not always going to go out their way to say, look, because at the end of the day, like, it's a business, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So was there somebody there who kind of showed you a little something, or you just had to figure it out on your own?
Are you talking just like money wise? Or you talking sports wise?
Both.
Both. Okay. Pretty much like you said, like the OGs, they there, but only if you like ask. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they're like you said, it's a business. They're worried about their family. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They're worried about feeding their family, and that's totally understandable. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Me, I'm a little bit different. I want everybody to win. So now that I'm an OG a little bit, I'm passing down everything I know. You know what I'm saying? Even to the other quarterbacks in the quarterback room, I'm passing down things that guys most wouldn't pass out because they're scared that the guy gonna come take their spot. Me,
That's 1,000%, man. I seen it.
I want the best out of everybody because the best player gonna win. And I want all y'all at y'all best, and I'm gonna beat y'all out because that's what I want. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to play at my best. And so that's the type of player I am. But as far as that, like my first year, really no one, you know what I'm saying? Because I came in from Oregon. They thought, you know, I was supposed to be the guy. So other quarterbacks, other guys are kind of looking at me funny or whatever. And I thought, you know, sports, I thought you get paid yearly. And then the CFL, you only get paid the CFL time. So basically, I'm spending my money. I'm like, oh, I'm getting these little checks. I'm getting like $2,000 a week. You know, I'm coming from the $1,200.
Yeah.
$2,000 a week. Oh, I'm spending, like, let's go. Like, we
Yeah.
going out. It come like October. Season ended November. Come October, I'm like, yeah, man, like, I can't wait to be getting paid on the off season. Somebody's like, dude, we don't get paid on the off season. Like, this is just right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, so I kind of like saved up the last few checks. I think I went home with like 10K Canadian, transferred over to like 75 or.
Oh, I know that hurt.
Oh, that didn't last till Christmas. Like,
I know that hurt.
What? Oh, I was hurt. So then that first year, I had to like train quarterbacks on the off season to kind of get money and things like that. And then each year, I kind of got better, just saving more. Like, so my second year, I probably saved like a few hundred out of each check. Then after that, just the older I got, I started saving, taking more away because I want more in the off season and stuff. So, and just start using more of my per diem. So yeah, so like I said, the OGs are there, but usually you got to go to them, kind of like you said.
Man, that's a game, bro, because I have a lot of up and coming CFL prospects, you know, hit me up for certain advice. And literally what you just gave is truly information when it comes to the financial aspect of things, man, because, you know, if you're not playing, you're not getting paid like that. You know what I'm saying? And there's certain things that you have to do in order to have some stashed away when the season is finished. So, man, you know, you get there. What was one of the games that you said, you know what? I know what I got to do now. You know, I think every athlete gets to a point where they find themselves in a position where they say, okay, man, I belong here. What was that moment for you? Or what game was that?
I belong here. That game was more like last year, probably my third, probably like it was our third win. So the first two games, our starting quarterback got hurt in the first game. I came in, we lost. We came back, we lost. Second game against Hamilton, we lost again. In that third game, we won 3 in a row. And when I got to that third win, that's when I was like, okay, I'm getting comfortable. I belong here. Like, I can play with these guys. I just got to do my job. I don't need to do too much running around and make a play here, throwing this. No. Man, I'm telling you, pro sports is so simple. You just do your job. Literally. Your coach say, do this, you better do that. And if you get it wrong in the game, coach, that's what you told me to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you just got to do alignment and assignment. If I can say anything to young athletes, if you listen to this right now, that's the only way you're going to make the team in the pros. Alignment and assignment. We were all 3, 4, 5-star athletes in high school or All-Americans in college. Everybody on the field was, at least at some point. So it don't matter about that shit now. Excuse my language. It don't matter about that right now. It's all about, can you line up right in the fourth quarter when it's 50-50, 50 seconds left, and it's y'all, can you do your job now? When you tired, he tired, but are you going to outsmart him? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about being the strongest or even being you got to outsmart your opponent. Alignment and assignment. And I learned that last year. Like I said, I've been traded 3 times in my first 3 seasons. I wasn't learning. Finally, coming to my 4th season, I'm like, man, this is my last shot. this is it. I've been on 3 different teams, haven't started yet. Alignment and assignment. Do your job. Whatever's asked, do your job. If that Sam is bitching, you throw that hot route, good things are going to happen. I'm telling you. And I've seen it happen all last year. And that's all I want to do is just keep getting better at doing my job.
Man, you talked about at the beginning where you said, now you feel like you're in a position where you got stability, comfortability, and you feel like you're able to do some things. You have a tattoo on your arm, and I remember asking you about it, that talks about patience. Do you think that your whole career you had to be patient to get to this point, or how has patience helped you in your life?
Definitely. I got it right here. Patience is the key. And it really is, man. You got to wait your turn. I got this saying, another saying, it's learn, earn, and wait your turn. So learn from the OGs, learn, you know what I'm saying? Watch them, watch how they are professionals and stuff like that. Learn from these guys, learn the offense. Then when you get your time, earn. So get in there, earn the respect of your peers, earn the coach's trust. Like, I could trust this guy to go in there and earn it. So go out there, show it in practice, earn it. So learn, earn, and then wait your turn. When it's your turn, you go out there and ball and you don't look back. You do not look back, and that's it. The patience is the key. It doesn't matter if you got to wait 5 years, 4 years. All the starting quarterbacks in the CFL right now, none of them started in year 1. None of them. They all had to wait. Even the greatest of the greats had to wait. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to be patient. You know what I'm saying? I come from a crazy, like my stats in college, I was supposed to come and start year 1 at Oregon or in the CFL. Yeah. But it doesn't work like that because it's a different game, American football, than Canadian football. So it's a complete different game. Gotta wait your turn. Be patient.
Man, you had a breakout season last year, and I caught a couple of your games, man. But I'm always a person who watches people's mannerisms. You can usually tell a lot about a person by how they move, how they interact. You got that California swagger to you, man. Where does that come from? You know what I'm saying? Because you there, you hype, you dancing, you moving, you grooving, but that's a swagger, that's a confidence.
Right. It's just, you got to be confident, man. You got to be confident, and that's just how we are in Cali. You know what I'm saying? We like to dance, we like to smile, like to have a good time. Me, I just want everybody to smile. I want everybody to win. For me to play loose and play my best ball, I can't be.
You gotta be yourself. Yeah.
I can't be someone I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I've never been like that. I've definitely gotten better. You know, so I used to be way loose, like high school and college. I used to be really just on the sideline, just get everybody pumped, just not locked in until I get on the field. But now, you know what I'm saying, I had a GM in Montreal, and he kind of told me, like, yeah, you're the quarterback. Like, it's okay to do all that in the locker room and stuff, but when you're on the sideline and people are watching you and stuff, like, just keep it more low key, you know what I'm saying, being a quarterback. You know, I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So I have worked on it a little bit just to keep my composure and stuff, but, you know, you got to have that composure, confident, all that, man.
How do you handle the criticism? You know what I'm saying? Because again, you play quarterback. If you win, it's all good. If you lose, they're gonna say, man, you know, he not even that good. You know what I'm saying? He should have. How do you handle that?
Yeah, you know, it's tough. It's tough being a quarterback because it's pretty much all on you. You guys win, it's pretty much quarterback. Okay, if you did good, okay, yeah, quarterback. You guys lose, it's on the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta understand that's what comes with the job. And you know, sometimes when I lose, or when you lose as a quarterback, just try to stay off the social medias because people gonna be on there talking.
They're gonna come at your neck.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna come at you. So maybe give it 24 to 48 hours, then go to it, whatever. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Most of the people who criticize can't even do what we do. So you just got to go with it. You know what I'm saying? And take it how it is. You know, and then come back and get a win.
You got to Montreal, and you know, one of the things I like about you, man, is, you know, you don't just do football. You know what I'm saying? And I think I try to tell athletes all the time, you know, when you're in it, it seems like that's all that you're doing. It seems like there's nothing else that can happen, but you've always found community in wherever you went. And I know you do a lot of things for the youth. You put on a lot of camps. You know, what made you want to do that? Because, man, you don't have to do that. So what is inside of you that makes you say, man, look, wherever I am, I gotta go ahead and make an impact.
Right. Like you said, I don't have to do it. And the thing that comes from me is like when I went to camps when I was little, and like USC camps and UCLA camps, and I saw the players up there like Reggie Bush, Maurice Jones-Drew, Matt Leinart, like all those guys at the camps, and just being out there having smiles on their faces and seeing all the kids, how happy I was to see Reggie Bush, to get a signature from Reggie Bush, to take a picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll never forget that. Like, Reggie Bush will top 3 my favorite players ever because of that. You know what I'm saying? It's Kobe, Randy Moss, and Reggie Bush. You know what I'm saying? Athletes ever. So because of that. And I just always, like I said, my whole thing is I want everybody to win. Like I said, the type of coach I'm going to be, the type of OG I'm going to be, I'm going to pass it down to everybody. Yeah. Everybody in the room going to know everything I know, you know, because I want everybody to be just to be as great as they can be. You know what I'm saying? Express their greatness, indefinable, express your greatness. So I'm always going to give back because it doesn't hurt. Well, I can't die with all this information. Like, I got to, you know what I'm saying? I got to give it out. So, and I love kids, man. I love the youth. Our youth is what we got. That's the next generation. They need to know what college is like. They need to know what the pros are like before they step their foot into it. And I'm the guy, or we are all the guys who've been through it, to pass it down. It's only right. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to be selfish and hold this. I don't understand guys like that. You know what I'm saying? So just, that's it, man. I just always want to give back, man. I want everybody to reach their full potential, whether it's in sports or not. You know what I'm saying? Just having that work ethic, you're going to be where you want to be, but you got to go get it.
No, man, you a living testament of that right now at this very moment. You're not even waiting. You know what I'm saying? So I respect that. Man, let's talk about these last 2 questions, man. You know, all the hard questions are done now. We're just going to have a little fun with it, man. So, you know, I pray God continues to, you know, let your body be fully healthy and you can play however long you want to play. But I want to talk about the last game of Vernon Adams Jr. career. But there's a twist. You can get any artist to bring you out of that tunnel, man. What artist is bringing you out of that tunnel? And what song?
Any artist.
Any artist.
Oh, man. I got to bring, man, my boy YG. My boy YG. It's got to be, keep down on the cuss words, but yeah, man, my boy YG.
My roommate when I was at Alabama is from Inglewood. Shout out to DeAndre Basson, and he put me on YG. I was like, man, who is this dude? But man, I want to talk about the last question, man. You know, you're not just a football player. You know, you're a family man. You know, you got a kid, you got a business, you're a business owner, a bunch of different things, man. And you represent a lot of different things. And I believe everybody represents something, whether it's the essence, spirit, you represent something. If there was one word to describe Vernon Adams Jr., man, what would that one word be?
Man, that's tough. I'm trying to think of something. I ain't trying to make it seem like I'm, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to think of something, man, 'cause I'm still a work in progress. You know what I'm saying? God is still working on everybody and keeping his hands on everybody. But you know, the biggest thing, just a leader, I think. And that leader means more than just standing in front of the line and walk. It's giving back. It's helping. It's doing community work. It's leading your team. It's, you know, leading your family. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's probably it.
Man, I appreciate you jumping on with me, man. I appreciate your time. Where can people get in touch with you? Where can people stay connected with you, man?
That's right, bro. Appreciate you having me. Yeah, you know, IG, Twitter, Big Play _VA. I'm off of it for the next month or so, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm supposed to be in training camp. And when I'm in training camp, I get off the social, so I can lock
Ghost
in.
mode. That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about, man.
yeah. So yeah.
Man, I don't know when the season is going to be able to start back up, but just know you got the support over here, man. I'm always watching, man. I'm excited for what your career is going to look like, but I'm honestly just as excited as when you step away from it, because the information that you're going to give to the youth, man, I wouldn't be surprised if you find yourself in the NFL as a coach or the CFL or wherever you go, man. I just know you're going to be successful wherever you go, man.
Yes, sir, man. My dog. Thank you for having me, man. And you already know I'll be keeping up with all your skits and everything, man. You be saying some good stuff, so you keep giving back to these youngsters and let them. I even got yours in some of my archives, like saved on
Oh,
Instagram.
my guy.
So I go back and listen to it because it's real stuff, man. You genuine. It's from the heart, and yeah, man. We need to get together and do some stuff in the future for some kids.
Man, I'm just a call away, man. Appreciate you, VA.
All right, brother.
All right, man.